Hi, are you preparing for English speaking and writing tests? If you are, welcome, you have come to the right place. Even though I am not a native speaker of English, I have got a perfect score in TOEFL IBT writing. And if I can do that, so can you. Today I'm going to show you my response to a mock test of TOEFL IBT writing for academic discussion task. Now let's take a look at my response. Okay, this is my writing, and I actually wrote this in less than 10 minutes, so there might be some spelling mistakes or grammar mistakes. Okay, let's go. I think this issue we are discussing is a matter of preference, so in all fairness, it's up to each one of us to decide whether or not to keep the tradition. So I want to take a neutral stance here. I do understand how student B feels. I mean, some old school regulations don't make sense, while I also agree with student A because writing out challenging experiences can definitely make students close together. Okay, before anything, let's correct the typo. Students, sorry about that. Okay, now let's move on to think about how I am taking a neutral stance here. Some people erroneously believe that they have to take sides with one side or one opinion in their writing, but that's not true. It's completely possible to be neutral in an academic writing test. And to do that, let's use this phrase. In all fairness, do you know this phrase? I want you to memorize this phrase because it's a phrase that advanced English writers and speakers often use. You can say, in all fairness, when you are about to say something that is fair to everybody. In other words, you're not going to be criticizing anyone, you're not going to be praising anyone, you're just going to be neutral. Then you can say, in all fairness. Okay, here is the second part of my writing. But one thing I want to emphasize here is that the safety of students must come first. As I said, swimming in an icy cold sea in winter could possibly strengthen bodies and minds, yet are such activities really safe? Some students might become dehydrated in the middle of the mountains or have a heart attack and drown in the sea. It would be absolutely safer to go hiking or swimming when the climate is more mild, like spring. Again, I would not have any reason to demand the complete abolition of such school activities. They should be encouraged, but only if the student's safety is guaranteed. Okay, let's first of all correct the spelling mistake. Activities. I often misspell this word. Okay, content-wise. So I'm talking about a third point that neither student A nor student B talked about in their posts, the safety of students. And in academic writing, it's completely fine to bring up a third point that nobody else has talked about. I also want you to see how I have gone into detail. Students can become dehydrated or have a heart attack. These details, the very precise account of what would happen if students engage in such activities. This is something that I want you to imitate in your writing responses. Okay, finally, vocabulary lesson. Icy cold. Icy cold. I'm pretty sure you can guess what it means. It means cold like ice or very cold. But have you ever actually used this phrase, icy cold? I don't think you have. But let's use it because it would be much more interesting word choice than just cold. So I have written 180 words and this is way over the minimum word requirement. So this is a pretty good work. Okay, I hope you found this video useful. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and most importantly, let me wish you good luck on your test.